Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy bonus video.
It is cold.
Okay, go ahead, close the window. We are on top of Anarchist. Go ahead, close the window. Oh, yeah, my hands. Here. Top of the Anarchist summit over here. It's starting to snow. It said it was +4, but it's starting to snow. I was hoping to show you the Cascade Mountains there. But snow is moving in. Kind of see them way in the background there. Kind of hazy in the clouds. We had blue sky. We had beautiful blue sky. I don't know what happened to our blue sky. It's kind of enjoying the blue sky. We just had it home. It's our load over there. Got 8 big thick panels, not even close to max weight. Quite a nice load, nice and square, easy to tarp. Had one of our co-workers come and help us tarp. So I barely did anything. Got loaded at like 6 a.m. Headed home. All right, you guys belong on the other side. Forward facing in the snow. I don't know how that's gonna work. Hopefully it melts off by the time we get to the bottom.
There's blue sky behind us.
Yeah, we just had blue sky till here. I'm like, hey, this would be kind of fun. Have a nice, beautiful blue sky going down into the Okanagan Valley. We're at home now. I mean, we're still an hour and a half out, but we're at home now. I'm going to show you the beautiful Cascade Mountains. No, those are Cathedral Mountains, right? Cathedral Mountains.
Yeah.
Where's the Cascades?
After that?
After that?
Park.
Those are the cathedrals.
Manning Park area.
Yeah. So the cathedrals might be part of the Cascade Range. Maybe that's how that works. Because we're so light, I'm going to be coming down at fairly significant speed here. I should maybe turn my lights on since it's snowing. I mean, I have my daytime running lights on, but I'll turn my backlights on as well.
This snow is nothing like what we went through earlier this week.
Yeah, this week has been interesting. So what's Monday's video? Let's start going through this. What's Monday's video?
We were in Oyama. So Big White? No. Into 4.
Yeah.
Christina Lake.
There you go, Christina Lake. All the way to Paulson Summit, because one of you guys requested Paulson, so I'm like, hey, perfect timing. So Christina Lake up to Paulson Summit.
We went to Oyama and then went to Grand Forks.
Yeah. And then Tuesday's video. Elko to Sparwood, because we were headed to Alberta. And then we promised you guys a whole bunch of Alberta videos and mountain videos, and Wednesday morning when we woke up, we did not wake up to nice blue skies.
There's a couple inches of snow.
Yeah, we had a couple inches of snow, and the weather just stayed miserable weather. So Wednesday, we're driving through McLeod, Alberta, and then kind of turn north on Highway 2 and go through some small towns there. I can't remember the names of the towns. Claire's home, maybe.
Yeah, that's one of them. And we almost lose the camera.
Camera fell off. Thank you, Tether, or else I would have given another camera away. Camera fell off. It was useless anyway in the snow, the mirror cam, just like it might be now. Who knows? I'll clean it up at the brake check here.
But it was more useless.
And then we loaded and then headed home, or not headed home, went back south, took Highway 3. We didn't go through Banff. We didn't go through Radium Hot Springs. We talk about doing that on Monday and Tuesday's videos, but we don't do any of that. We just head south on Highway 3, south on Highway 2, and head back west on Highway 3. I did shoot a Sleep with a Trucker video going through Crow's Nest, from Pincher Creek through Crow's Nest Pass through Spirewood.
It's blue sky again, and you can see the mountains again.
Oh, yeah. You never get as good of a view of the Cathedral Mountains than at the summit. You can see the mountains just glowing with the sunshine right now.
But even that video that you did, the camera gets like, I don't know, a half inch of snow
built up on it. But then when it got warmer, it melted off. So the mirror cam was useful a little bit on that video, Sleep with a Trucker. And then Thursday's video.
Erickson to Tappacootney.
Creston, yep. Driving through the town of Creston all the way to Kootenay Summit. Friday's video.
Highway Creepy.
Highway 3B.
Highway Creepy.
Driving through Fruitvale, Beaver Valley, Montrose, down to Trail. We unload in an amazing yard. Can't believe I got away with that. Only unloaded 2 pallets at Canadian Tire and Trail. I pulled the Super Bee into the Trail parking lot. I am lucky I got away with that. And then, climb out a trail, and that was Friday's video. It was a good week of videos, something different, right? Still Highway 3 videos, but different. So I really enjoyed the week a lot more because it was different. 2 weeks ago I was going, this is kind of blah, running the same roads, but...
Don't worry, you're going there Monday again. Or Sunday.
And Sunday we're headed... Did we get confirmation for 6 a.m.?
No, nothing yet. I mean, he said you'll call him today, so give him time.
So we will head out Monday with this load to Vancouver again. Apparently there's a bunch of these loads. It sounds like I'm going to have multiple pickups in Vancouver. Kind of nice if I had someone with me to do all the paperwork, but Jess is going to stay home after this week for 1 week.
Hopefully 1 week, yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like next week is an Ontario run. One of these days we'll get an Ontario run. I was promised a bunch of Ontario runs, but you know what? I'm fine with this. Getting home every weekend.
I would rather we all get used to this company and ease into it. Like, if he's still getting used to the company and dispatching and billing, and I'd rather we go that way when he's set up and ready.
Yeah.
But it's not just us, it's him having...
Yeah, running a brand new company.
Well, that whole way, like, we're kind of sufficient to be by ourselves, but he needs to be okay with us being over there and stuff.
I think he's realizing how much money these trucks are making on these short runs. And he doesn't really want us to be away from these loads over here and miss an opportunity with our local customers here.
Yeah, true. You have to watch out for that too.
You don't want to burn these customers and go, sorry, our truck is in Ontario for 2 weeks, so we can't do all those loads.
Especially with Klesnikov, we have a lot of loads right now. So much so we had to get rid of some to other companies.
We had to actually sell some of these loads to different companies.
And we went up to dinner last night with another driver.
Yeah, we stayed at Klesnikov Mass Timber last night, and one of our fellow drivers met up with the guy that helped me tarp this load. Went to the Dam restaurant. We got some trash in here. I should dump it out into that trash bin when I do a brake check here.
Well, I'm really glad.
What are you glad about?
I even consider meat trash to be taken out.
Well, some days.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't clean the cameras. Huh? Sigh? What are you sighing about?
Just the changing weather. It's a good sign. But we've been through all this different weather.
It's springtime. I see you pulling out and then in the car. Yeah. Would have been better if I had waited and just didn't know what they were doing. Apparently a bunch of people pulling out of that rest area. It would have been better if I had those people in front of me instead of behind me.
Hey, look, that moose.
There's your moose statue. The moose statue for anyone looking for the moose.
We had a friend, a coworker, who saw his first bear yesterday.
Yeah. We have not yet seen a bear, but we've got our dash cam, our bear cam going all the time, so if we get a good shot of them, we get a good shot of them. Okay, so 3 cars came up behind me. Now I only see 1 behind us. And then a whole bunch further back.
Way back there. Let's see, this week we saw elk and bighorn sheep.
We did. Didn't really show up on the camera though.
No, but we're starting to see wildlife. I mean, we see lots of deer, but I don't really count them. We see too many of them to be special.
If my computer could handle a 360 camera, I would start using a 360 camera, and that way you could point it exactly to whatever we see.
That would be fun.
But that takes a lot of extra processing power
Oh yeah.
and a lot of extra editing. always fun coming down this mountain. Although it's more fun going up it than down it.
I agree. Oh, going down it, if you haven't been home in a while, it's kind of pretty.
It's a good reminder of what a beautiful place we live in. So go through all the switchbacks.
We're actually going to get home pretty early for today.
Yeah, we'll be home right around lunchtime. Which is kind of nice. We'll be home on Thursday. Today's Thursday. We'll be home on Thursday by lunch. The rest of Thursday evening off, all of Friday off, all of Saturday off, leave Sunday like after at lunch. So really I'm gonna have, what's that, 72 hours? Give or take, about 72 hours off.
Now, we kind of talked yesterday about how we might have shown you guys a different video today for loading, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, so on Friday's video, you'll probably hear us talking about what the bonus video was. We were going to show you a video of loading. Jess is going to be holding the camera. We were going to show you a loading video.
But we woke up to being...
We woke up to being loaded.
I don't know, it was just like bam, 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 bam. There was no chance.
It's like, because we talked to the forklift the night before, or the evening before, and he's like, yep, between 6 and 6:30 I'll start loading you. I'm like, okay, no problem, I'll set my alarm for 6. And all of a sudden the whole truck's shaking at 5:40.
Yeah.
And it's like, waking up, it's like, truck's shaking. We're getting loaded. I'm glad I got everything ready on the back. I had the tarps ready, I had the dunnage all out, everything was ready to go. And I guess the forklift driver saw I was ready to go, and he just started loading me.
It's only 8 lifts, so he loads 2 at a time, so by the time you get out, it's done.
Yep, I was getting out, doing my pre-trip, starting to do my pre-trip, and I was done loading. I'm like, okay then. Done loading before I'm done my pre-trip. So I finished my pre-trip, pulled out to the tarping station, started tarping, and then our buddy came over and helped us tarp, and I'm like, done that, and lickety split. And I'm like, well, that was the easiest load ever.
We were hoping to get loaded yesterday, but that didn't happen, so we had a lot of extra time off.
Yeah, which gave us enough time to edit and render every single video this week except for this bonus video. So on the weekend I'm not even doing much editing and rendering. I have to edit this video, render this video, upload everything, and then we're done. We do want to shoot a video this weekend. We'll see how that goes. You want to do that today or tomorrow? Probably tomorrow after lunch.
I need to look at the forecast.
Yeah, see what the weather's going to be like tomorrow after lunch. I kind of feel like just being a potato today.
Yep. Exactly what I was thinking. But this week has been pretty smooth. We've got the battery fixed.
Yeah. We couldn't heat our food anymore because we didn't have the juice to heat our food, so I brought it to the shop, and he was going through everything, trying to figure out what was wrong, And he goes, you know, we're going to test your batteries. He was just tracing where all the wires went to make sure we're testing the right batteries. I would have tested the wrong ones. And he goes, oh, found your problem. And he goes, you said you got new batteries put in a couple weeks ago? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, they didn't tighten any of the bolts on the batteries. He goes, most of the bolts on top of the batteries are loose. They're barely connecting. Your batteries are barely getting a charge. He goes, let's tighten everything up and then try it. And sure enough, everything just worked.
Oh, thankfully that was a cheaper fix too, a cheaper bill before having that looked at.
But next time, I'm going to check that first before coming into a shop. I hadn't thought of looking at that. So put that on my list of things to check before calling dispatch and saying I have a problem, right? Still learning. I'm still learning. It's like, that's a bill I could have saved the company if I had known to look for that. It's like, pull the battery compartment, open up the battery compartment and just check all the lugs to make sure the batteries are actually all connected.
But he was teaching you things too about this wire goes here. And
very good mechanic. He just goes, you realize this battery bank, the battery bank on the right hand side of the truck, all it powers is the AC unit in the back? And I'm like, we never used that thing, so why are we hauling around an AC unit in the back and a couple of, like 300 pounds of batteries? 300 pounds could be the difference of taking a lift and not taking a lift. The boss is like, well, it'd be better to fix the bunk AC than to remove the batteries. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that.
pretty much. So tomorrow looks like a high of 16, mainly sunny. So
yeah, it might be the right day to go work outside. We're gonna do some work on the trailer. We'll go on the clock. We're gonna get paid for it. But it's gonna be cheaper than having somebody else do it.
yep.
A whole bunch of reflectors are just falling off on the passenger side on the front trailer. And we've had half of them fall off, and legally you need to have 50% of them. So the trailer is barely legal with those reflectors missing. Would a CVSE officer ever enforce that? Probably not. But I want to take care of the little things that nobody else cares about. If you take care of the little things, the big problems kind of don't ever happen, or you have less of the big problems.
How are we going to do it without the bungees?
Huh.
Yeah.
We're going to have to release the bungees.
So
Haven't thought of that, had I?
it works fine if your trailer's not loaded.
I'll just move all the bungees through the snake pocket instead of around the outside. Yeah. Yep. Well, that's an extra challenge.
Hey. I'm like, it's not all the way retarping the load, but you're kind of retarping the load.
Just little parts of it, yeah. We'll measure out the parts that we need to sand down. We want to sand all the rust off, paint some rust paint on it, and then stick new stickers on. Sutco's already, not Sutco. That's going to take a while to stop saying Sutco. Trapline has already paid for the new reflector stickers and all of that, so I have all the equipment. I just have to go do the job. And they never asked me to do it, I volunteered to do it. It's like, hey, it's like this is a job I can easily do. Low tack and static.
I want to shine up the other one, so.
Yeah, you go ahead and shine up the other ones. Whatever. I don't have to have things looking shiny. we had that van, but then remembered that it's the same company, but different locations, so probably not the same driver. I almost crashed that van. I was making a left-hand turn, and the van just cut in front of me. So from the left-hand, I was making a left-hand turn onto a road, and from that road, a van just pulled out right in front of me. It's like, whoa! I still have right away. I'm coming in. I just missed them. That was so close. Hard on the brakes. Once I knew I didn't hit him, I was on the horn to then send him a message that, hey, you almost got crashed. I gotta remember to save those clips. It's like, I got a dash cam, you know, I could save those clips and put them on YouTube. I just keep forgetting. I think I have so many near misses from stupid cars that I don't even think of them as a big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Because I wouldn't have remembered that incident if I didn't see that van there and go, oh, you! Well, so, no, not you. I just see so many near misses, I forget that it's a near miss. It's just a regular day-to-day job thing.
We get comments sometimes where people are like, oh, you should report them. It's like, we forget about it. And even if so, by the time
I'd be reporting every day.
Yeah, and by the time you get cell service and you find the footage and it's just...
Cops would hate me if I just started reporting every single day.
Like, I'm gonna say snitch, but we snitched once, and that guy didn't stop at the brake check and was a fuel tank. But I'm like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to snitch on everybody. It just...
If somebody does something...
life-threatening?
Yeah, that's truly dangerous.
Yeah.
I'll probably snitch on them. I'll call CVSE and go, hey, there's a truck going down the road that didn't strap down properly.
But for everybody that cuts us off or whatever, it's not really worth it.
Yeah. Because it happens so often. And just because it happens every day doesn't make it right, but... For some reason, people think they can cut off trucks. And I don't know why. Why people think that's a thing. Do they do that to everybody else? Maybe.
I think when you think of truck, you think slow.
Big, slow. And I'm coming blowing in full speed. Now that's a beautiful red.
That's a very shiny red.
That's a very beautiful, like a cherry metallic red. That's a gorgeous color. The car's ugly, but the color.
Come back a couple of days later, all these trees were blooming.
Oh yeah, budding. All the trees are green.
Even like all the orchards looked like they were more filled in. Just a few days, things have really popped.
So I always go wide over here. The truck requires 3.5 lanes to turn. So I'm taking 1.5 lanes here. There's still enough room for cars like that to come by me. And then I take 2 lanes over here, so that way I don't run over the Subaru's hood right over there.
At the same time, you have to watch out for people backing up here. And
yeah, this town can get busy. When I say 3.5 lanes, I'm counting the amount of lanes I'm on right now and the amount of lanes I'm turning onto. If it's a 90-degree corner, if I only have, let's say I'm on a road here and I have let's say there's a building on both sides of me, and I only have this one lane here. When I say I need 3.5 lanes, I count, let's say we're down an alley, that's just barely the width of this truck. The road I'm pulling onto needs to be 2.5 lanes. I cannot pull out of that alley into a 2-lane road. I'm going to need 2.5 lanes on that road to make the corner, adding up to a total of 3.5 lanes. If I'm on a road that's got 2 lanes and turning onto a different road, the other road, I'm only going to need 1.5 lanes of space on the other road if I take a full 2 lanes here. If there's a rounded curb, that counts as half a lane. So now I only need 3 lanes plus the round curb.
You know that sign needs to be replaced, but it seems like somebody makeshifted an arrow and put it over top of the sign.
But for comfort, I like 4 lanes. I like 4 lanes to make a corner. So sometimes when I pull into Oliver up ahead, I need to make a right-hand turn to go fuel up. And at that red light, if there's a car waiting there, I literally have 1 lane to make the turn. The lane I'm pulling onto is 1 lane. And the road I'm on right now has a left-hand turn lane. So what I do is I take all of the left-hand turn lane and then make my right-hand turn into the 1 lane. But where does my half lane come? I run over the sidewalk. Every single time, if there's a car there, I will run over that sidewalk. So you have to go, where are people, pedestrians, because you can do the math ahead of time. It's like, okay, I've got 2 lanes on the road I'm turning onto a road that's 1 lane. I know before I even make that turn that I will be driving over that sidewalk. Are there people on that sidewalk? I've had a turn to do that, and there were people on the sidewalk, so I just go very slowly, watch my mirror, come to a stop when they realize I'm not moving until they move, and then jump over the sidewalk and move on.
Sometimes they'll challenge the car though, like they have to move too.
I've had a car sit there for a while. Even yesterday, I dropped the trailer, I dropped the pup and delivered to the Castlegar Canadian Tire. I was smart enough after the trail to drop the trailer. Thank goodness I did. But I pulled into the Castlegar Canadian Tire and do a U-turn, and while I'm doing that, I'm backing up to make my turn. A car comes up behind me and parks behind me while I'm backing up.
In the oddest spot in the parking lot.
In the weird little corner of the parking lot. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you not see me? I literally need the space you just went and parked in.
It was like...
It's not even a parking spot. It's just parked in the corner at a weird angle.
It wasn't even
So
by the store or anything.
Honk more, and then I just hold the horn. He eventually looks up and goes, oh shit, there's a trailer backing up towards me.
It was just mind-boggling.
Like, pay attention. If you guys ever see a big rig turning around, pay attention to what the big rig's doing. It's just mind-boggling sometimes. Like, no thought put in at all. Like, you have no idea the space I require to turn around.
And why he chose that end of the parking lot.
While I'm backing up.
Oh. This is beautiful.
It is. Everything's starting to bloom. gorgeous day down here. It's plus 12 down here. It was plus 13. It was plus 4 at the summit.
Yeah, this weekend's like a plus 15, plus 16 type of weekend.
Maybe I'll get a motorcycle ride in, or a few.
Yeah, maybe.
James said he's going to register his bike, so I might go for a ride with him.
Yeah, plan that out and see.
See if that works on Saturday, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his plan's right, so. Oh, that truck is shiny.
It is. Very blinding windshield. Or not windshield, but rear window.
I know. I'm gonna pass on the right. Wait for it. No? Oh. Thought you was gonna scoop him.
Yeah, me too. He was just getting out of the way. A little confused by the driving style here. So many of these orchards are blooming. So they said all the blooms got frozen off, but obviously not, because they're blooming like crazy.
It was the vineyards.
I haven't seen vineyards bloom, but you ever see vineyards bloom?
I don't think so.
All the cherry trees are most definitely blooming.
I think the blossoms are there for the orchards, but I think there's supposed to be more.
So if a lot of the blooms did get frozen off, you know what that means? That means there will be bigger, more lush apples. Instead of quantity, there will be bigger apples, or bigger cherries, bigger apples.
We'll have to see how the weather shapes up, because they're already saying it's going to be very fire-like. Like, we're really dry already.
Dry would be very healthy for the cherries.
To a degree, if it gets too hot, they split.
If it rains, they split as well.
Yeah. You can tell from this that not much of them are blooming. It's really a hit and miss.
Yeah, some orchards are blooming more than others. allergies. I almost feel like I've gone out of my way this week to make longer videos. And I'm sure some of you guys have seen the comments about the video's too long, there's no need to be a 50-minute video. The YouTubers that are successful make videos that are 20, 25 minutes long. Well, screw you. Eat a turtle.
I don't know what the turtle ever did to you. I told you not to pick up the snapping turtle.
I remember that. I was in Michigan.
You should have thought it was a turtle. And I'm like, that is not just a turtle.
Fresh smell of manure. Or me farting.
No.
Some classic cars coming southbound. There must be a car show somewhere. They're headed somewhere. Although today's still Thursday, so I don't know. Well, car shows are usually what, Friday, Saturdays, Sundays? Friday evenings? Yeah, I think so. Quite the week, huh? Beautiful weather and slippery, snowy weather.
It's been...
I turned my lockers on Kootenai Pass.
Yeah, but it's been a smooth week overall, though. Unique weather and stuff, but overall, pretty smooth. Middle of April and the weather doesn't know what it wants to be. Sounds about right.
And I'm glad I shot as many videos as I did when we did to get them out of the way, because we're getting home on Thursday. Still Thursday and Friday's videos were shot yesterday, so by Wednesday evening I had all the videos. And Wednesday was even a short day, so
yeah.
But by Wednesday I had all of the week's videos shot. What is he planting? Some kind of ground crop.
Well, they usually do like peppers and tomatoes and stuff over here.
Welcome to Oliver. Oliver's a beautiful town. Like, it's in the orchards. It's part of nature, right? The town feels like it's part of the orchards. When Oliver says they're the wine capital of Canada, like, it feels like the wine capital with all the orchards and vineyards nudging up to the shoulders of the town. Kelowna says they're wine capital. It's like, dude, you're a big city. You're not.
You don't.
Maybe you drink the most of the wine, but
I'm like, maybe they count it as a big. I don't know.
going.
What's it called? The Mission? No. Whatever one is up on the hill.
Yeah.
But like that one buys out a lot of the other stuff to make their wine. But yeah, you think of Kelowna, you don't think of wine capital.
Well, a lot of the vineyards down here are owned by companies in Kelowna.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. Is that what that was? Yeah, so you think about vineyards all being individual small little wineries, all these individual tasting rooms. No, they're all owned by a couple of big companies. So this is the corner I'm talking about where you need 3.5 lanes to make a right-hand turn, and there's even a vehicle there right now. To make a right-hand turn here, I would take that left-hand lane, the full left-hand lane, and then make the right-hand turn and jump the trailer over the sidewalk. Or in this case, I got a red light. Make that take the left-hand lane, and then hopefully by the time we get a green light, and not another car pulled in. But unfortunately, it has. So I would still be having to take the sidewalk. Good when a pedestrian reads the room and goes, yes, that vehicle is slowing down, I can walk. Sometimes they're so hesitant, it's like, you're the pedestrian, you do have right of way. Take the right of way. But don't be dumb and walk in front and get yourself run over. Still want to watch the vehicles, but I have missed a pedestrian standing on the side because they were so timid. It's like, oh shoot, you're waiting there to cross, but you look like a statue not moving. Human eye catches movement. Static things don't register. Beautiful downtown. I just always love this downtown.
Mm-hmm. I kind of wish they would have forced chains like that to keep the old, like...
Oh, you mean like Dollarama? Have an old school look to it?
Yeah, and the bank and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they should have kept.
The old school look. What movie's playing?
Kind of looks shiny. Maybe has a dragon. I don't know.
Godzilla and King Kong or something?
Maybe. I want to go see a movie.
Yeah, I had that urge last week, but I looked and couldn't find anything I wanted to see.
I'm like, it's too nice out this weekend to be cooped up.
Yeah.
It looks like the Godzilla and King Kong.
Is that what I just said?
Yeah, but I confirmed it.
Okay, I think we'll call it a day here. It's been a fun week. I hope you enjoy the next weeks of videos. I know the the watch time has really dipped for the last couple of weeks. So hopefully this week picks up again. But for now, we are out of here. Hopefully you guys are having an absolutely fabulous weekend. You guys rock.
Adios.